Dear soul, welcome to this sacred moment, where your heart can be at peace. The angels have led you here, and they gently embrace you with love and understanding. You may have come seeking answers, seeking clarity, or simply longing for comfort in the quiet of your heart. The question you carry, how do I truly spot love, is one that many of us ask at some point in our journey. It's a question that arises from a deep desire to understand the mysterious ways love expresses itself, especially through the voice of those we hold dear. Today, we invite you to open your heart and trust in the divine wisdom that is about to unfold. The angels see the depth of your longing and the tenderness of your spirit. Love is a powerful force that exists beyond the surface. It is not just in what is said, but in the energy behind those words, in the melody of a voice that carries deep emotion. The tone, the softness, the pauses, it is all in the voice. This voice can tell you so much about how someone truly feels about you. You may find yourself wondering if love is truly present, if the person you care about feels the same way, or how you can discern their true feelings. The angels want you to know that love often reveals itself in the smallest of details. Details that might seem subtle or even unnoticed by others, but which carry the most profound truths. Often, it's not in grand gestures or extravagant declarations that love is shown. Instead, love speaks in the quiet moments. Sometimes, it's the tone of someone's voice when they say your name, or the softness that lingers in their words when they speak to you. Trust, dear one, that the angels have seen the deep yearning in your heart for clarity. They understand your desire to know, to feel certain, and they are here to guide you. In this space, you are not alone. Let the divine presence surround you as you embark on this exploration of love's most tender expression, its voice. You might wonder, how can I tell if love is in their voice? The angels want you to know that love communicates through every vibration, every inflection, every pause. The subtle shifts in the tone of someone's voice can speak volumes about their feelings. Sometimes it's not just about what is said, but how it is said. There is a divine wisdom in how love finds its way into the rhythm of our words. As we continue, allow yourself to be open to the messages that will come from the angels. Trust that love, in its purest form, is always seeking to be understood. Love speaks in ways that go beyond the physical. It reaches into the soul and touches the heart. The voice, dear one, is one of the most powerful tools in love's expression. And you are about to discover how to listen with your heart to the divine language of love. The voice, how often we overlook its power, its ability to carry the very essence of someone's being. Have you ever found yourself feeling comforted by a voice, or perhaps moved by the very tone in which someone speaks to you? The angels wish to share this beautiful truth. Love is not confined to mere words. It flows through vibrations, through the tone and warmth in one's voice. It is a frequency that resonates with your soul, touching you in places that words alone could never reach. This is the essence of true love, the frequency that you seek, and it speaks to you in a way that your heart can recognize, even when your mind cannot fully comprehend it. It's a deep yearning, isn't it? This desire to truly understand love's nature, to grasp it in its purest form. Love is more than what we see, more than the actions we observe. It is a vibration, a resonance that echoes through time and space. It's a force that moves beyond words, finding its voice in the most subtle ways. You might have noticed how, when someone who loves you speaks, their voice carries a warmth that soothes your heart. It's as if their words wrap themselves around you in a tender embrace, and you find yourself feeling seen, understood, and cherished. The angels want you to know that love, in its most profound form, is often found in the subtleties. It's not in the loud declarations or the grand gestures. No, love reveals itself in the quiet, soft whispers of the heart. And one of the most intimate ways love reveals itself is through the voice. When someone speaks from a place of true affection, their voice carries an energy that cannot be denied. It's in the way their tone rises and falls, the way their words flow with tenderness or urgency. Have you ever felt the warmth in someone's voice when they speak to you, or noticed how the sound of their voice can calm your restless heart? This, dear one, is love speaking to you in its purest form. True love is not always spoken with grand declarations. Sometimes, it is the quiet murmur in someone's voice that speaks volumes. It is the softness, the tenderness, the little pauses that carry more meaning than any carefully chosen words. Love is communicated in the very way they say your name, in the gentle inflections of their voice that show concern or joy. The angels wish for you to understand that love is more than a fleeting emotion. It is an energy, and it is through the voice that this energy often finds its most intimate expression. When you listen closely, you may notice that there is a difference between someone's usual tone and the one they adopt when they are speaking to you. Is there a certain gentleness in their voice? A softness that seems to linger in the air, as if they are savoring every word? The angels wish for you to recognize this as a sign of love's presence. Love is often carried in the warmth of someone's voice, in the gentle rise and fall of their speech. It's not always in what they say, but in how they say it, in the emotion that radiates from their very being. Think back to moments when you felt truly loved. Was there a particular instance when the sound of someone's voice comforted you in a way that words alone could not? Perhaps it was a moment of vulnerability when their voice reached out to you, holding you in its warmth. Or maybe it was in the way they shared something deeply personal, their voice carrying the weight of their emotions. This is love's voice, tender, genuine, and powerful. The angels see the depths of your heart, dear one, and they understand the longing you have to know love's true nature. They know the confusion that arises when love is not clearly expressed, when it seems hidden behind words that lack sincerity or actions that don't match the feelings. But they want you to know that love speaks in many forms, and one of its most powerful languages is the voice. When someone speaks to you with love, there is a resonance, a vibration that touches your very soul. It is in these moments that you are most deeply connected with them. True love does not need to shout. It whispers softly, deeply, and with meaning. It can be felt in the very tone of someone's voice, in the way their words float on the air, carrying with them the warmth of affection. The angels want you to trust this inner knowing, this deep feeling that comes when someone speaks to you in a way that resonates with your heart. Their voice is a reflection of their soul, and when it is filled with love, it will always carry an unmistakable warmth. So, beloved one, when you seek to understand if someone truly loves you, listen to the voice that speaks to you. Pay attention to the tenderness in their tone, the soft rhythms of their words. Love speaks to you in this way, not in the surface-level chatter, but in the deep, soulful resonance that flows from their being. The angels have heard your heart's cry, and they guide you now to recognize love in the voice that speaks to you, whether it's through the soft lull of their words or the warmth they carry in their speech. This is love in its purest form, reaching out to you in the most intimate and beautiful way. The angels are here to share this truth with you, beloved. The voice of someone who loves you will always carry the depth of their feelings. There is a comfort, a warmth, that flows through their words, especially when they speak to you. Have you noticed how their voice softens when they speak your name? Or how their tone rises with excitement when they share something special with you? These are not coincidences. True love manifests in the melody of their speech, the way it caresses your heart, wrapping you in safety and trust. Pay attention to these signs, for the voice is a sacred instrument of love, and the angels are guiding you to recognize it. Perhaps you've heard them speak with a certain tenderness, or maybe their voice lingers in your mind long after the conversation ends. Trust that this is love reaching out to you through sound, through connection. Beloved, the angels are sharing this divine wisdom. Voice is a bridge between souls, a direct line to the essence of love itself. It is not just a tool for communication. It is a sacred vessel, carrying the energy of one's heart. When someone loves you, their voice becomes an extension of their soul, conveying the depth of their affection in ways that words alone could never achieve. The energy of love flows effortlessly through the tones and vibrations of their speech, reaching you where no mere words can go. The angels ask you to pause for a moment and reflect on how you feel when you hear the voice of someone who truly loves you. Do you feel safe, embraced, and cared for? Does their voice comfort you in a way that no other voice can? The angels are guiding you to recognize that this is not just a coincidence. It is love manifesting in a way that is pure and undeniable. Love, in its truest form, speaks through the voice, and its melody is as unique as the individual who shares it with you. Whether soft and soothing or vibrant and passionate, the voice of someone who loves you will always carry a vibration that resonates with your soul. Consider the moments when you have felt truly seen and understood by someone. Was it in the way they spoke to you, with a tone that carried tenderness and warmth? Perhaps it was in the way they used their voice to comfort you when you were in need, or the way their words, spoken with care and affection, made you feel special. These are not just random occurrences, dear one. They are signs that love is speaking to you, reaching out through the very sound of their voice. The angels want you to trust in these moments, for they are the language of the heart, a divine expression of the deep emotional bond that exists between you and the one who loves you. The angels also share this divine insight. The voice reflects not only love, but also the willingness to be vulnerable. When someone speaks to you with openness and honesty, especially in moments of vulnerability, you are hearing love in its rawest form. There is no mask, no pretense, just pure affection, flowing freely from their heart through their voice. This is a sacred moment, a beautiful exchange between souls, where love is not hidden behind the surface, but is freely offered and received. Have you ever noticed how someone's voice changes when they speak about something they deeply care about? Perhaps their words become softer when they express their love for you. Or maybe their tone becomes more intense when they talk about the things that matter most to them. The angels wish for you to understand that this shift in voice is not random. It is a reflection of the soul's deep connection to the heart. When love is present, the voice will naturally adjust, reflecting the emotions that are being shared. The angels are asking you to pay attention to this, for it is a sign of deep emotional involvement and affection. True love is not afraid to be heard. It speaks boldly and without hesitation, filling the air with the frequency of connection. You may have noticed that when someone speaks to you with love, there is an unmistakable resonance in their voice. It is as though their words carry an energy that wraps around your soul, soothing and nurturing you. This is the divine presence of love, speaking directly to you through the voice of another. The angels are guiding you to recognize these moments, to understand that this is love being shared with you in its purest, most authentic form. Take a moment now, beloved, to think about how you feel when someone speaks to you in love. Is there a certain warmth that fills your heart? Do you feel as if their voice is wrapping around you, offering you comfort and safety? These are the signs of true love, expressed through the power of voice. The angels want you to know that love will always speak to you in this way, through the resonance and vibration of someone's words. Trust this, dear one, for it is the sacred language of the soul, and it is always there for you to receive. The angels also wish to remind you that love is a force that cannot be hidden. Even when someone tries to mask their true feelings, their voice will reveal the depth of their affection. Have you ever noticed how difficult it is for someone to hide their love when speaking to you? The angels say that this is because love, in its purest form, cannot be contained. It will always find a way to be expressed, and often, it is through the voice that love is revealed in its truest form. Pay attention, beloved, to the moments when someone speaks to you with a voice filled with care, tenderness, and warmth. These are the moments when love is most clearly revealed. So, as you move forward, dear one, Remember that the voice is not just a means of communication. It is a sacred instrument of love. It is through the voice that love reaches you, touches you, and embraces your heart. The angels invite you to listen closely, to hear the love that speaks to you through the tones, the melodies, and the warmth in someone's voice. Trust that this is the voice of love, reaching out to you, and know that the angels are guiding you to recognize its divine presence. Beloved soul, the angels are here to offer you deeper clarity, to illuminate the divine truth that lies within the subtle expressions of love. It is so easy to overlook the sacred significance of something as simple and familiar as a voice, yet it carries profound spiritual power. The voice, dear one, is not merely a tool for communication. It is a vessel that carries the essence of one's inner world. When someone speaks to you, especially in love, they are sharing their soul with you through the sound of their voice. This is not an ordinary exchange. It is a divine act of vulnerability and trust, a way for their heart to reach yours. The angels ask you to pause for a moment and reflect on this truth. The voice of someone who loves you will always reveal more than just the words they speak. It will reveal their emotions, their intentions, and their deepest desires. When someone cares for you deeply, their voice will carry the energy of their affection. It will carry the warmth of their love and the depth of their connection to you. These are not fleeting moments or coincidences. They are sacred signs, divine messages from the heart, being communicated directly to your soul through the vibration of their voice. Love, dear one, is not always expressed in grand gestures. Sometimes, it is found in the small, tender moments, the softness in their voice when they speak your name, the way their tone deepens when they share something intimate with you, the way their words comfort and reassure you when you are in need. These subtle signs are not insignificant. The angels are guiding you to recognize that these moments are divine, filled with the presence of love itself. The voice is one of the clearest ways that love is revealed to you, and the angels urge you to trust in these signs. They are messages from the divine, assuring you that the love you seek is indeed present, and it is speaking to you through the very sound of their voice. Have you ever felt a sense of peace wash over you when someone you love speaks to you? Perhaps their words carry a sense of calm that settles your spirit, or maybe their voice is like a balm for your heart, soothing away your worries and fears. This, beloved, is no coincidence. The angels want you to understand that this sense of comfort is the divine energy of love flowing through their words. Their voice is carrying the truth of their soul, a soul that loves and cherishes you deeply. This is not just a superficial exchange. It is a sacred connection, an expression of affection that transcends the physical world and touches the very core of your being. Trust in these moments, dear one, and allow them to reassure you of the divine love that surrounds you. The angels are here to remind you that love is always present, even in the quietest of moments, and it is often through the voice that this love is most clearly expressed. When someone loves you, their voice will carry the truth of their feelings, whether it is through the tenderness in their tone, the excitement in their words, or the warmth that fills the space between you. These subtle expressions are powerful, and they are signs that you are being enveloped in the divine presence of love. It is also important to remember that the voice, like love itself, is not bound by time or space. Love is a force that transcends physical limitations, and the voice carries this same timeless energy. The angels wish to remind you that even when someone is far away, their voice can still reach you. The love they express through their words can cross distances, connecting you in ways that words alone cannot. Trust in this, beloved. The angels are assuring you that when love is present, it will always find a way to reach you. And often, it is through the voice that this connection is made. You may have experienced moments when the voice of someone you love lingers in your heart long after the conversation has ended. Perhaps you can still hear their words echoing in your mind, a reminder of their care and affection. This is another beautiful sign, dear one, that love is at work. The voice of someone who truly loves you has a resonance that stays with you, filling you with warmth and comfort even after the conversation has ended. This is not just a fleeting memory. It is the divine energy of love, carried through the voice, leaving its imprint on your soul. As you continue on your journey, the angels ask you to remember this truth. Love is always speaking to you. Whether through the voice of someone close to you or through the quiet whispers of your own heart, love is present, always communicating with you in ways that transcend the physical realm. Trust in these subtle signs. Trust in the voice, for it is a sacred instrument through which love flows. The angels are guiding you to recognize the divine love that surrounds you and to honor the deep connection that exists between souls, expressed so beautifully through the sound of the voice. You are never alone, beloved. Love is always with you, speaking to you through the voice, guiding you with every word, and comforting you with every tone. The angels wish to reassure you that you are deeply loved, and they encourage you to trust in the divine messages that come to you through the voice. Love is speaking to you right now, dear one. Listen closely. You will hear the truth of your connection, and you will feel the warmth of the divine embrace that surrounds you. Beloved, as you journey forward, the angels wish to offer you empowering guidance that will help you cultivate a deeper understanding and connection to the divine presence of love in your life. There is a profound truth to be embraced. Love is not only spoken through words, but it resonates through the very vibration of the voice. Now more than ever, the angels invite you to tune into these sacred vibrations, for they carry the messages of the heart and the divine energy that connects all beings. The first step in opening your heart to the divine whispers of love is to listen, not only with your ears, but with the whole of your being. Allow yourself to feel the vibrations that ripple through the air when someone speaks to you. Have you ever noticed how certain words, spoken in a certain way, seem to lift your spirit or bring a sense of calm to your heart? This is the power of the voice at work, carrying the essence of love. The angels encourage you to be present in these moments. Pay attention to how the tone of voice shifts when someone speaks with affection, care, or concern for you. These are the subtle signs that love is present, speaking to you through sound. When someone speaks to you with love, their words may be simple, but their tone will carry a resonance that reaches deep into your soul. It is as though the voice has a rhythm, a melody of its own that mirrors the very beat of your heart. Notice how it makes you feel when their voice softens, when it becomes tender. This is love unfolding in its purest form. The angels wish for you to recognize that love is not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes, it is the quiet moments, the soft whispers, the tone that says more than any words could ever express. These are the divine frequencies of love, calling out to you, assuring you that you are deeply cherished and cared for. The angels also encourage you to cultivate a practice of quiet reflection. Spend moments in stillness, allowing your heart to open and your mind to quiet. As you focus on your breath and center yourself, invite the divine presence of love to fill the space around you. In this sacred silence, listen to the subtle expressions of love that flow through the voice of others. Allow your soul to feel the energy behind the words, the tenderness in the tone, and the depth of the emotion that flows through their voice. You will begin to recognize that love speaks not only in what is said, but in the vibration that surrounds the words. When you hear someone speak to you with warmth, trust that their voice is carrying the truth of their heart, the deepest expressions of their affection. In times of doubt, when you question the sincerity of the love around you, the angels invite you to pause, close your eyes, and listen. Take a deep breath, and allow the energy of the voice to surround you. Let it fill your being with warmth and comfort, as though you are being enveloped by the very presence of love itself. Trust in these moments, for they are divine gifts, offering you reassurance that love is always present, always speaking to you in the purest of ways. Here are some steps you can take to deepen your connection with the subtle expressions of love through the voice. 1. Begin to practice deep listening when someone speaks to you. Tune into the rhythm, the tone, and the vibrations in their voice. Notice the subtle changes when they speak with care or affection. This practice will help you attune yourself to the divine frequencies of love and increase your awareness of the messages being shared through their voice. 2. Set aside moments each day for quiet reflection. Find a peaceful space where you can focus on your breath and clear your mind. During this time, invite the energy of love into your being and allow it to fill you. As you sit in stillness, listen to the subtle whispers of love that surround you, whether through the voice of someone close or through the gentle stirring of your own heart. Let this sacred space be a place where you reconnect with the divine presence of love. 3. Pay attention to how someone's voice changes when they speak with affection, excitement, or tenderness. These subtle shifts are powerful indicators of love. When their voice becomes softer, warmer, or filled with emotion, know that these are signs of their true feelings for you. Recognize these moments as divine expressions of love. 4. When you feel a deep emotional response to someone's voice, whether it's a sense of peace, comfort, or joy, trust that this is love communicating with you. The angels urge you to trust your intuition in these moments, for your heart knows the truth. If someone's voice resonates with you, trust that it is a reflection of their love for you. 5. As you deepen your understanding of love through the voices around you, remember to express your own love through your voice as well. Speak with tenderness, care, and intention. When you speak to others, let your voice carry the warmth of your affection. Through this practice, you will not only recognize love in others' voices, but you will also become a conduit of love yourself, allowing your voice to carry the divine energy of your heart. The angels wish to remind you that love is always present, always speaking to you. It is there in the soft whispers of affection, in the joy-filled exclamations, and in the tender words spoken when you are in need of comfort. The voice, dear one, is a sacred instrument through which love is expressed. Trust in its power and allow it to guide you to a deeper connection with those around you. Know that you are always held in love, that the angels are watching over you, guiding you toward these subtle divine signs. The voice of love is always available to you, and by opening your heart and attuning your soul to its vibrations, you will experience a deeper, more profound connection with the love that surrounds you. Listen, trust, and know that love speaks to you in the most beautiful and profound ways.